Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Heather Tiedman. I am a realtor down here in the beautiful Lexington, South Carolina, powered by Century 21803 Realty. Today we're going to be talking about three of our favorite weekend getaways from the Lexington area. So definitely stay tuned for that. But before we get started, I am going to ask that you please like and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. It really helps my channel grow and it helps with the YouTube algorithm. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I would love to hear your favorite place to visit. Even if you're not from South Carolina, where is your favorite destination for a weekend getaway from wherever you're located currently? So, jumping right in, one of my top places to visit, we know Myrtle Beach is a very big tourist area. We have a lot of people that come in from all parts of the country to visit Myrtle Beach. However, if you are local to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach probably is not the place that you are going to go very often. One of my favorite beaches in South Carolina is actually Folly Beach. I find that there's a lot to do, and it's one of our closest beaches to the Lexington area. So Folly Beach is only about 2 hours from Lexington, just over 2 hours, about 2 hours, 10-ish minutes, somewhere in that area. And it's just minutes away from historic downtown Charleston, which makes it, even if you want to go there and maybe just see the beach for a little while and then go out and do a ton of things, it's all right there for you and it's an easy drive. So Folly Beach is hands down probably one of my favorite places to take the kids and let them enjoy the beach. It's a cleaner beach in my opinion, especially compared to Myrtle, but overall a very, very nice beach. We really like to go to the Folly Beach County Park. It does cost to go in there. I'm not exactly sure the cost. I cannot remember currently, but it was fairly inexpensive, especially when you consider how much it costs to park in other areas of Folly Beach. But with Folly Beach County Park, there's also restrooms and outdoor showers and seasonal concession snack bar type situation. So for me, it's worth that extra expense for when one of my three children has to quickly go to the bathroom. There's a restroom right there. Or once we're getting in the car, we're not tracking sand into our cars. So we prefer to just pay for the extra expense and park over there and stay in that area. I also find it to be slightly less crowded in that area than it is in other parts of Folly Beach. So Folly Beach is a barrier island. It's about 12 square miles, and it's surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean and Folly River. So just a little information on Folly there. They also feature 25 plus restaurants that also have live music. So if you're going with kids or without kids, it's a lot of fun to go to these restaurants and sit, listen to live music, enjoy just the overall beach vibe. That's one of the things we greatly enjoy doing. They also have 15 plus retail stores. Most of them are going to be your typical beach fare with, surfboards, souvenirs, t-shirts, bathing suits, your essentials kind of thing, which you would generally see in a beachy area. They also host a lot of different events, including but not limited to their 4th of July fireworks, as well as their big event, September Mermaids and Mateys. So if you are looking in those areas, like in those time frames, maybe keep in mind that one, you could go to the event if you really like, but if the event's not something you're interested in, understand that it's probably going to be more crowded during those times. Another couple of things about them they have a Wave Watch Park playground. So if your kids tired from the beach, they want to just go play on a playground, they have, swings, seesaws, typical playground equipment. They also have a bark park for your dogs. So that is always a lot of fun and really enjoyable if you are bringing your pets with you. Always check their website. They will have on Folly Beach's website, they will have a list of rules about bringing pets to the park. So always check those before you go. Um, just something to keep in mind. I really like Folly Beach. Just overall, it's more of a family friendly feel to it. And with it being so close to Charleston, there's so much to do and see once you leave Folly, that it's not just you're going there for the beach and nothing else. Um, so you can make an entire week out of it, a weekend out of it, or a week if you prefer, um, to really enjoy it and check things out. My second favorite weekend trip is going to be to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. This is going to be a little bit further. This one's going to be about a 4-ish hour drive from Lexington to Gatlinburg, but I find it well worth it. It is a highly touristy area. I'm sure you guys have heard about Gatlinburg, Tennessee, but I do find it very enjoyable. You can be secluded. You can go rent a cabin and just not talk to anybody. I don't know why you pay the money to stay in Gatlinburg to do that, but completely fine if that's what you choose to do. Gatlinburg, Tennessee is located in the Great Smoky Mountains, which makes for breathtaking views. I absolutely love going to Gatlinburg. I love driving. It's not in Gatlinburg, but you can drive the Blue Ridge Parkway and get there, and stunning views. Oh, it is hands down one of my favorite places to drive. We like to take the Jeep, take the top off, and just really enjoy ourselves. That trip is an experience in itself, which is one of the reasons why I enjoy Gatlinburg so much. And once you get into Gatlinburg, I couldn't even list all the things there are to do. There's so much to do in Gatlinburg, and we're not even hitting on Pigeon Forge. Maybe we'll hit on Pigeon Forge in another video, but just in Gatlinburg, there's just a ton of stuff to do. Such as, I have it written down because, I'm getting older. My memory doesn't work exactly how it used to, but a couple of things if you're bringing kids that you may want to check out, or without kids. The Ripley's Believe It or Not Aquarium, that is fantastic. We went, I think once, maybe twice, and kids really enjoy that aquarium. It is a lot of fun. There's also Anakista, which looks phenomenal. That is one place we have not been yet, but I highly recommend checking out. Well, I can't say I highly recommend checking out. From what other people have said and from what I've seen, I would highly recommend it. It looks amazing. As well as the Sky Bridge. So, two really fun things to check out for sure. Another thing, like some outdoorsy things that you like to do, whitewater rafting, extremely popular in Gatlinburg. There are whitewater rafting places all over. Another fun thing is hiking to waterfalls. We've actually done that a few times, and they do have waterfalls that you can easily hike to, really with no trail skill or anything like that, even toddler friendly ones. So definitely a lot of fun that, you can do harder trails if you would like. We tend to stick to the easier one because we do have a 2-year-old, but yeah, a lot of fun and beautiful waterfalls. You can also ride a mountain coaster there, which looks like a lot of fun. I get motion sickness, so I do not ride. In like downtown Gatlinburg area, there's so many shops and restaurants that you literally could spend the entire day, even the entire weekend, just exploring the shops and restaurants in downtown Gatlinburg. So much to do and see, like highly. You can even do things like moonshine tastings there. I think when I went, now inflation, I think it was like $5 or $10, and you gotta try like 5 different moonshines or something like that. A lot of fun. Really enjoy doing that. I mean, you're not taking like giant shots. You can easily just have a couple and move on with your day. No, not a big deal. They do that in hopes that you'll buy their moonshine, and honestly, it works. I was a victim to it. Got it home, never drink it. So they also have like wine tastings and stuff there as well, which is also a lot of fun if you like wine. There's a free trolley that runs in Gatlinburg, so you can just hop on a trolley and ride it, to different destinations, different stops, which I always find to be very fun. There's also the Great Smoky Mountains National Park nearby, which is a ton of fun to explore. Again, that's another thing that you can spend the entire day exploring and not hit everything. So while these are weekend trips, they could also be week-long trips. They easily, pretty much all three of these have enough to do that you wouldn't get bored. Definitely wouldn't get bored in a weekend. So highly recommend doing all of this. There is also the Guinness World Records Museum. There's mini golf, the Ripley's Believe It or Not Oddities Museum, and that's just a few things. And because the things to do in Gatlinburg are just so extensive, it's a highly touristy area, so it is kind of crowded. More so depending on where you go. If you go in during peak season, obviously it's going to be a lot more crowded, but I really enjoy it, and even with the crowds, I think it's an enjoyable area to visit. Just keep in mind, traffic can be a pain in the butt, but overall, highly recommend. It was probably one of my kids' favorite places to visit is Gatlinburg. Another, well, I guess my last one on my list is going to be why you can take kids here may not be the most enjoyable for kids, is going to be Savannah, Georgia. I absolutely love Savannah, Georgia. It's about 2 hours and 45 minutes from here. Easy weekend trip. We take the weekend trip every so often, maybe once every couple of years, and we highly enjoy it. It is a city of so much history. You could go there and just spend the entire day walking their squares, and just learning about their deep, rich history there. Absolutely love it. It is a coastal Georgia city and is separated from South Carolina by the Savannah River that runs. And you can actually walk along the river, and there'll be tons of shops and restaurants for you to stop at and explore. We do that almost every single time we go. Highly recommend doing that. It is also near Tybee Island. So while you're there, if you're wanting to make it a more kid-friendly, or if you're just someone that really enjoys the beach, go visit Savannah, and then you can easily hop over to Tybee Island because it's minutes and minutes away. Like I said, there was tons of shops and restaurants in Savannah, as well as a lot of tours, because like I mentioned, it is a highly historic city. So one of my favorite things to do is their ghost tours. We did a walking ghost tour, I want to say in 2020, right before COVID hit, and really enjoyed that. They'll take you around to like all the different bars and the cemeteries and things, and you go in and the bars are extremely old. They are, really old, and they'll take you into like their basements or the attics, and you really get to explore these places. And I really enjoyed that and learn all about the deep history that is in Savannah. They also offer walking tours, boat tours, as well as bike tours. So a lot of people really enjoy those things. I've never done a boat tour or a bike tour, but I have heard that they are phenomenal if that is something you choose to do. Savannah has 22 squares, park situations, including but not limited to Taylor Park, Columbia Park, and Green Square, not Park. Taylor Square, Columbia Square, and Green Square. And like I mentioned, it's just minutes away from Tybee Island, which you can visit Tybee beaches, which includes North Beach. South Beach was kind of like downtown Tybee Island, as well as Black River Beach. You can do a lot of things on Tybee Island as well. They have, shops, and they have restaurants, they have the beach. You can frolic with dolphins, climb a lighthouse if that's something you choose to do. But I really think Savannah is a great weekend trip. It is one of the ones that I think has a little bit less to do than especially Gatlinburg or Folly, but definitely something you could easily spend the entire weekend doing and never get bored. They also have events throughout the year, so if that's something you're interested in, you can always find more information out on their website. So those are the three that I have. Those are some of my favorite weekend trips. I probably will continue this series as we're coming into the summer and more people are taking more and more weekend trips. But I appreciate you sticking around this long, and if you have any questions for me, or if you're interested in moving to Lexington, South Carolina, my contact information is in the description below. There is also a Linktree link which will take you to our Facebook page, Moving to Lexington, South Carolina, which is chock full of such valuable information that I think you would really enjoy it. So until next time, I will catch you in the next one. Bye!